Yo, so when you think of a player that can annoy your favorite player and think about how much trash that player talks, who comes up? I bet a decent amount of players say, Jaws, some might say Draymond, but more will say Dillon Brooks. An absolute menace on the court when it comes to antagonizing other players, but there's also a certain pattern that follows after he joins a team. Let's get into it. So Dillon Brooks was drafted in 2017 to the Memphis Grizzlies, and he averaged 11 points, 3.1 boards, and 1.6 assists. He was a solid player, and soon the Grizzlies drafted Jaren Jackson Jr. in 2018, John Morant in 2019, and acquired Desmond Bane on draft night in 2020. With this, the Memphis Grizzlies had their core for a bright future of contention, or so we thought. They soon started making the playoffs with this core of Ja, Brooks, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Desmond Bane. And throughout, they were able to have playoff success, even making it to the conference semis, but losing that matchup against the Warriors. I mean, this is arguably where people started making Dillon Brooks the villain, after he hit Gary Payton II and causing him to have a nasty fall and hurting his elbow, I believe. Throughout his stay in Memphis, he was a productive member during the playoffs, but also had some stinkers in there too. Overall, his on and off court antics and the way he would agitate other players is one of the reasons the Grizzlies let him go and said that he will not be coming back under any circumstances. And so, after leaving Memphis, the Grizzlies took an absolute nosedive and fell completely out of the playoff picture. It felt like they completely lost their identity on defense, and their whole team's chemistry fell off. The Grizzlies have not had the same promise or success in the playoffs since getting rid of Dillon Brooks, and are currently in a rebuild after getting rid of everybody from their former young core except Ja, but they're probably getting rid of him soon too. After being dropped by the Grizzlies, he was picked up by the Houston Rockets, a great team that was just starting to find its own identity and was looking promising with another young core. He only stayed for 2 seasons, but the impact and growth of the team overall was great with him on the team. His first season with the Rockets, he averaged 12.7 points, 3.4 boards, and 1.7 assists per game. His impact was not as loud this first season, but going into the next season, the Rockets started flying. The Rockets ended the season as the 2nd seed, and the team chemistry was at an all-time high. They went into the playoffs against the 7th-seeded Warriors and went down 3-1, but had a comeback and eventually lost in the Game 7. After this loss, the Rockets decided to go all out and trade Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, and a couple of picks for Kevin Durant, sending them to Phoenix. The Rockets are currently the 6th seed in the West, and since the KD files were leaked, the chemistry looked a little strained. But they seem to have caught a little stride right now, so we can say that the Rockets got worse in the regular season since losing Dillon Brooks, but we have yet to see them in the playoffs. They might see more success in the playoffs than the regular season. I don't see them winning the finals, but maybe a run. If they lose in the first round, then we know Dillon Brooks is needed for their success. The last time that Dillon Brooks was traded was to the Phoenix Suns, where they gave away KD for Jalen Green and Dillon Brooks. Last season with KD, they didn't even make the playoffs, but this season, Dillon Brooks has upped his game and is a major contribution to the Suns' success. And them being the 7th seed, only 1 seed lower than his former team, the Rockets, Brooks has been averaging 20.9 points, 3.7 boards, 1.8 assists, and 1 steal per game. He was making a case for an all-star selection, but ultimately didn't make the cut for it. He has been out for a while with a fractured left hand, but plans to return soon before the playoffs. The Suns were a team with very low expectations this season, with them missing the playoffs and losing KD as well. But with Devin Booker playing Devin Booker, Dillon Brooks stepping up, the rise of Colin Gillespie, Jalen Green being healthy, and others playing their roles properly, the Suns look like they can make a small run in the playoffs, but I don't see them making it past the 2nd round. So in the end, Dillon Brooks has brought more success to a team when he's there, and they proceed to do worse when he leaves. Although he is a controversial player to an extent, he is a player you'll hate your team to go against, but one you love to have on your team. So that's the end of the video. Let me know if you think the Dillon Brooks effect is real. Remember to like and subscribe, and ring that noti button. Leave a comment if you wish to, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.